When I travel, I always take my trusty e-reader to catch up on all the books that I've been dying to read. So I've drafted in an expert to give me some help picking this month's books for the playlist. Let me introduce you to Paige Duggan from the Porch Collective. Paige has worked with some of the biggest authors in the world, and she's here to give us her take on what is hot in the world of books. Hey Paige, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us here at The Download. We have to jump into it. It's the summer. If we want to get an amazing read, where should we start? What book should I recommend for my book club?
Okay, we have to start with a good romance novel. When you think of summer, you think of laying on the beach and you think of a good love story. That's where Same Time Next Summer comes into play. This is a beautiful love story between a new love and an old love with a character named Sam who goes back to a beach that she visited all growing up and runs into an old flame and has that iconic struggle of which love and which life to choose.
Okay, I know you're not going to give it away. Am I going to cry a little bit?
Oh, you're gonna cry. There's suspense, there is joy, there is sadness. All the emotions come through it. It's like a roller coaster of a ride, and that's why it makes a great summer beach read.
Well, my book club is definitely going to want to read that. So how about if I wanted to laugh a little bit, something a little bit more comedic?
Okay, well then I have the number one pick for you, and it's Quietly Hostile. This is a fantastic book for anyone that just wants witty, fun humor written in the form of personal essays. Samantha Irby is the author of this book, and she writes from her own experiences. She touches on everything from her favorite Dave Matthews songs to her time writing on Sex and the City, and she goes through every Sex and the City episode, giving what she would have done in that episode. It is a joy, it's a hot mess, it is all over the place, but this is a book that we all need to bring a little joy back into our lives.
So Paige, how about, I'm always on the road, especially here in Miami, where there's a lot of traffic. So how about a good audiobook that we would be able to dive into?
Okay, a great audiobook actually comes from Tom Hanks. And why I have the physical book here, this is a phenomenal audiobook. The Making of Another Motion Picture is actually based on a true story. And it's based on how this comic book came to be. So it starts in 1947 with a true story. Then it goes into 1970 when two generations get together and turn this beautiful message into a comic book. Then it shoots to present day where a successful director finds the comic book and turns it into a major motion picture. So listening to this book, you're engaged, you're enticed. It's got turns, it's got uphill climbs, it has tears and laughs. So when you're driving in any type of traffic, it's going to make you get to where you're going in no time.
Paige, I'm really excited. I actually don't know which one I'm going to be starting first. Thank you so much for sharing this and for joining us here on The Download, and I can't wait to cuddle up with one of these good books.
Thanks for having me.
After the break, we'll be joined by none